Hello and welcome back to Simple History Vlog, the channel that talks about the progression of humanity with the help from a very long illegal time machine. Today, I will be your host because I deserve a break after nearly dying attempting to vlog during the Jurassic period. And of course, our topic for today is the development of Philippine education. Since this was the most voted topic last week, all of our girls are now in position to tell us how our country's education came to be today. The Philippines education has gone through many stages, and to start off, let's go to Christy who's in pre-colonial times and now. Christy?
Hello guys! I was able to have time and talk with the locals here, and I'm so glad I've brushed up on my baybayin before coming. What I've noticed in our education during pre-colonial time is that it's informal, unstructured, and devoid of methods. It focuses more on vocational training than academics. Students are taught by their parents or houses of tribal tutors. Everyone can read and write in baybayin, which is a silvery made up of 17 symbols.
Thank you, Christy. Next up on our timeline is the Spanish era. Isabel?
Buenos dias everyone, and let me tell you, big changes happened in our education since the Spanish arrived. First, the tribal tutors were replaced by the Spanish missionaries and ended up making education religion-oriented. It was mostly reserved for the elites, like the Spaniards and those with Spanish blood during the early years of colonization. But don't worry! Later on, the educational decree of 1863, a royal decree that called for the establishment of public school system in the colony, liberalized access to education for Filipinos. Primary instruction was free, and teaching Spanish was compulsory. Many colleges were founded at this time, and in the 19th century, Bachelor of Arts programs include physics, chemistry, natural history, and mathematics. That's all for now, lovies. Adios!
Isabel, take care over there. And now, let's go to the infos in the American era.
Hello everyone. Right now, I've just finished my stroll around the area, and I am astonished at the difference in education between the Spanish times and today. And I think the reason why is that the Americans' principal goal was to educate and to train in the science of self-government. American soldiers were the first teachers of the Filipinos, but in January 1901, free primary education was provided and a school for Filipino teachers was established. It called for the recruitment of trained teachers in America and abolished compulsory religious instruction. Hundreds of Filipino students were able to study in the US until 1928, when they came to be known as pensionados. Under the Commonwealth, vocational and adult education were given emphasis to help counteract the American cultural influence among the Filipinos. President Quezon greatly encouraged the revival of native culture as well as desirable Filipino values. In 1940, several changes were made in the Philippines education system by virtue of the Education Act of 1940. Under this law, the elementary course was reduced from 7 years to 6 years. The minimum age for admission to grade 1 was raised to 7. The school calendar was also changed, so instead of the school year from June to March, it was changed to July to April. There's so much more, but for now, that's be all. Until next time.
Thank you, Kim. Don't stay long over there. Next up on the timeline, the Japanese era with Charmaine.
Hi everyone, I'm here at the 1943 Japanese era. So what I have noticed after carefully scouting this place is that schools and churches were used as a propaganda tools for the Japanese. Nihongo, the Japanese language, were used as a compulsory subject in all schools. Also, in government and private offices, classes in Nihongo were opened to help propagate the Japanese language and culture. The Japanese Catholic priests were sent to the Philippines to help promote the idea that Japan, being an Asian country, was a friend to all Asian people, including the Filipinos. The Ministry of Education taught Tagalog, which is the national language of the Philippines, Philippine history, and character education. They also emphasized the love for work and dignity in labor. So that's all for today. Thank you and see you soon. Bye!
Thank you, Charmaine. And now, last but not the least, the present day. Kaya, what's the contemporary education like today?
Hello everyone, I'm here in the present, and today educational policies have been geared to the accomplishment of better manpower production through the understanding by the students of land reform, taxation, production, anti-drug and anti-pollution, and conservation education. Educational content is focused on the need of the society, which is for sound economy. There are formal and informal education focusing on different courses. Philippines teaches Tagalog and English, but students are free to learn other languages too. Philippines now adopt a K-12 curriculum which consists of 3 levels: primary school or primary education, which starts from kindergarten to 6th grade; junior high school or lower secondary education, which starts from 7th grade and until 10th grade; and senior high school upper secondary education, which starts from 11th until 12th grade. Of course, students can go for higher education like colleges and more after that. Today, we have productive coordinated technocrats which help attain harmony for the good of our country. That's all for today, and back to you, Anna.
Thank you, Kea. And that's the education of the Philippines throughout the years. But before I leave, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps a ton with our channel. And don't forget to vote with which video you'd like us to cover next. That's all, and goodbye everyone. I hope I'll see you again here in Simple History Vlog. Bye!